Hello, this video will explain what an effective ACE CER paragraph looks like with two pieces of evidence. So this is a student sample. One of your peers wrote this paragraph, and I thought it did a really nice job of meeting all the requirements for a text-based response. So that's why I selected it. I'm going to go through and explain what makes it so effective. So before we read the paragraph, let's go back and review the prompt. So the prompt asks, explain Elizabeth Proctor's qualities and characteristics that are revealed in Act 2, pages 191 to 194. So we know that our answer or our claim must have the important words from the prompt included. So let's go and read the student sample. The student sample claim or answer to the prompt is, Elizabeth Proctor had many characteristics and qualities that were revealed in Act 2 of The Crucible by Arthur Miller. What makes this so effective, folks, is that we have this specific character name. We know which character we're focusing on. It has the word characteristics and qualities, right? This is directly from the prompt. We want to provide our reader with a full, robust answer to that question using words from the prompt, the key words from the prompt, okay? We also have the word revealed. That's a strong verb, I love this word. Where did this person get this word? They got that directly from the prompt, okay? Directly from the prompt. But it's a strong verb that then will show us in the rest of their paragraph, here's what is revealed or shown about Elizabeth. Okay, they also include the title, the author, and the specific act that we are dealing with. So title, author, and the act number. We want to give our reader this information, okay, to give them that context that they need in which to understand what we're talking about. Okay, so then the next thing that this person does that's really nice is they have great quote embedding, okay? Questioning Proctor, Elizabeth states. So what we get right here is, who was she speaking to? What was happening? So who's she talking to? Proctor. What is going on? She's questioning him. I love how this person used a phrase. It's a beautiful phrase opener. And then we have who was speaking. Who was speaking and what were they doing? What were they doing? And then we have this quote, what keeps you so late? It's almost dark. And then we have a perfectly MLA cited, right? The last name, page, excuse me, number, and the period on the outside, okay? Notice that the quotation marks come before the citation. We have last name, page number, period. Notice that we don't need a little P or a little number sign for the number. It's just Miller 191. Now let's take a look at their reasoning explanation, okay? This shows one of Elizabeth's characteristics, which is untrusting. Again, this person does a great job of using phrases, but I want you to notice, what quality do we get? That she is untrusting. We have the specific quality named right there in that first sentence. Proctor comes late, so Elizabeth questions him. What's going on? Why doesn't she trust him? Because he's showing up late. Well, guys, I can't type today. Okay, why doesn't she trust him? Because he's showing up late. Because she questions Proctor, it shows how little she trusts him. Again, this is explaining the character trait. Okay, explaining that character trait. Okay, again, this person does a really nice job as well of using a complex sentence. We have dependent clause followed by independent clause, just something that really adds a lot of depth to the paragraph. Then this person embeds their second piece of evidence. After their conversation about Proctor being alone with Abigail, Elizabeth quietly says, "Do as you wish then." Again, folks, this is beautiful. This is such a beautiful sentence or quote embedding. Okay. So it gives us that context in which to understand this quote. Who was she speaking to? What was happening? Okay. We have to give our reader that. And then Elizabeth quietly says, again, who was speaking and what were they doing? I love how she says, this writer says, quietly says, right? We have what were they doing? Okay. And then that perfectly embedded quote with the MLA citation. Okay. Then we have our reasoning explanation. Elizabeth is naive and fearful. Guys, there it is, right there. There is the characteristic or quality that is revealed by these words. Okay, they're not just summarizing the quote. Okay, they are specifically telling us, what does that quote reveal? That she's naive and fearful. She wants to believe she is still living a perfect life when she has a feeling that her husband is unfaithful to her. This is beautiful. This is further, oops, excuse me, you guys can't see that, explanation about the trait. Okay, further explanation about the trait. Okay. Something else I want you guys to notice about this is she does a really good job of having, after their conversation about Proctor being alone with Abigail, we have another complex sentence, DC, comma, IC. Okay. And then right here, we have another complex sentence. We have ICDC, our dependent clause, when she has a feeling that her husband is unfaithful to her, right? That word when is a subordinating conjunction. It's perfectly punctuated, no comma. Just, this is a really quality paragraph. I've now provided you an example is if we were to remove these organizational parts of the paragraph and were to just have this paragraph as one fluid paragraph. This is our goal, folks. This is our goal right here, that when we remove these bolded signposts, that our reader has a nice, robust paragraph. Elizabeth Proctor had many qualities and characteristics that were revealed in Act 2 of The Crucible by Arthur Miller. Questioning Proctor, Elizabeth states, "What keeps you so late? It's almost dark." This shows one of Elizabeth's characteristics, which is untrusting. Proctor comes late, so Elizabeth questions him. Because she questions Proctor, it shows how little she trusts him. After their conversation about Proctor being alone with Abigail, Elizabeth quietly says, "Do as you wish then." Elizabeth is naive and fearful. She wants to believe she is still living a perfect life when she has a feeling that her husband is unfaithful to her. Okay, just a really nice quality paragraph. Okay, feel free to use this video, folks, to help you as you continue to write these text-based responses.